All right, hello everybody, happy Friday flow. I am streaming this class live. However, what I have done today is an experiment. I'm recording this class live and then I'll be streaming it live. Or sorry, I'm recording this class and then streaming the recording live. And actually that's gonna give me a lot more control. I could also interact on the chat and be a little bit more present. So I just, we'll see how this goes. Hopefully you like it. So I'll be recording it and then streaming it later on today. So if you're watching this, of course, I'm streaming it now. So that means if you are watching it while it's live today, hi, you can say hi in the chat if you want to, and I should be able to respond. We'll see how it goes. I'm really excited to see how it goes. So hopefully this will be a new chapter in upcoming new chapters of the online training with all of us together. So today we're going to be doing Kettlebell Flow, and the theme of the day, since I do like to use themes, is we are going to be flipping and reversing it. Yeah, basically that means instead of doing a flow, how we usually do kind of back and forth, left to right, there's going to be going up on the left side, coming down on the right side, or reciprocating a pattern over and over in a kind of circular fashion. So it'll be a little bit different if you don't understand what I mean now. You will when we get to our flows. We've got to start with our prep work though, and we are going to begin with a shin box. So let's make our 90-90s. We want both our knees touching the ground, and we'll start with our hands. You can use them on the ground. Make sure you get front knee down and back knee down, and then push back through the heels. You can use the hands behind, both knees down on the ground again. And over, push the knees to the ground, and back to the ground. We'll do 4 more. And 1 more, last one. And let's go ahead, grab a kettlebell. We're going to load up the shin box. I'm going to use my medium weight. All we're going to do with this weight here is going to be taking it from our goblet position down to the outside of the thigh, both knees pushing down into the ground, picking it back up to our goblet position, shin boxing to the other side, back down on the other side of the hip. We can lean forward as we do this. I'm gonna go 5 more. One more, last one. Go ahead down to the ground. We can put that kettlebell to the side for now. We're gonna go on to our back, starting with our unloaded, no weight, active leg lower. You can start with your feet on the ground, back nice and straight. Stretch through the spine, make sure it's aligned, and then feel for the belly button, and then tuck your fingers under your low back, just under the belly button, and only the fingers. Now let's lift the feet off the ground. You're gonna pull the knees in, and right when you feel the back start to increase the pressure the slightest bit, you're gonna pause with the knees, and then engage your core by pushing down on the fingers, about 60% of 100% of what you could do. We're gonna hold this tension. Take a deep breath in. Keep the tension on the fingers as we lower the bent leg down to the ground to hover. 5, 4, 3, 2. We're gonna bring it back in and switch. Keep the pressure. 2, 3, 4, 5, and switch. We're gonna go 4 more. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, and switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, and switch. Last 2, 5, and switch. Last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and bring those feet in to rest. Let's bring our friendly kettlebell back to the session. And we're gonna load it up, load up our shoulders for our dead bug. Kettlebell's gonna push our shoulders down flat to the ground, engage the core in the same way. Sorry, tater tot. And we're going to extend our legs one at a time, bringing it in. Nice slow tempo. We're gonna do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Bring that kettlebell in and to the side, and let's roll it up into a seated position. Switching to our lighter kettlebell. We're going to be starting from a front rack position, sitting up tall in our straddle position. From here, I want you to tuck the pelvis under. We're gonna hold this kettlebell nice and close, and we're gonna roll our way down to the ground. Keep your feet flat on the ground. I don't want you to raise those feet up. So I'm using a nice small kettlebell, and then I'm gonna roll to the side with my kettlebell and push myself back up, setting back up at the top so I can just focus on slowing myself as I roll down. Tuck the pelvis, one vertebrae at a time. Keep the feet on the ground and to the floor. Roll to the side, use the hands and up. Gonna do 2 more, tucking under. And last one. Now switch your kettlebell to the other side. Press the feet into the ground, engage. And roll to the side. It seems I'm slowly inching upwards towards my kettlebell. 2 more. And last one, tuck and roll. All right. Switch out, bring back our medium kettlebell. Get back into our second set of dead bugs. Let's hold that kettlebell up over the shoulders. Let the weight of the kettlebell press the shoulders down into the floor. Engage your core, and we're gonna lower for 10 and in 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Kettlebell in. To the side, I'm gonna grab my lighter kettlebell. Load it up, front rack position. Straddle seat, tuck, and slowly lay that vertebrae down onto the ground. Roll to the side with your kettlebell, the heavy side. Push your back up. And 2. Last one on this side, tuck. And switch sides. Tuck and roll. Keep the feet on the ground. Three. Last one. All right. For this next one, you can use a small or a medium. We're going to be getting into our kettlebell arm bar. Lay down flat on the back. You're going to have one leg up, have that heel next to your other knee joint. I'm going to use my 10-pound kettlebell for this. You're going to load it up over the side with the bent leg. Bring your other arm about 45 degrees onto the ground next to you. We're going to push through our foot, brace our core, squeeze our hips, and roll over, letting our shoulder joint roll back. Shoulder stays nice and set. I don't want it to roll forward. I think you want to keep your collarbones behind your cheekbones here. And then we're going to roll it back. 2, 1. We're going to go for a count of 8 reps on each side. I like to exhale and push. It's okay for the foot in the back to come off the ground. 4. Halfway. 2 more. And last one. Go ahead, switch sides. Let the kettlebell push your shoulder back, push through that foot. Three. 4. 5. And last 3. 2. And last one. Bring it back in. We're going to take a quick break and then do another set of our arm bar on each side. Let's load it up. And we're going to roll for 8. Halfway. Last 4. Last one. And switch sides. Final 8. Last 3. And 1. Bring that kettlebell down, and we can rock ourselves up to a seated position, and we're going to practice just body weight, half kneeling to get up. So from our half kneeling position here, just leaning forward, putting weight into the forward foot until you can feel it going down, straight down the center of that front foot, and then pushing up to standing position, taking it all the way back to kneeling. So just practicing getting up from the floor and back down again. We're gonna do this for 10 on each side, 2 sets. Good alignment, nice straight hips, lean forward and push. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9, and last one to the ground, and then switch your kneel. And lean forward for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1, to the ground, and rest. Get set up, half kneeling position. And lean to stand. I want to make sure you're pushing through this front foot and not pushing off our back foot. That's going to help us getting up off the ground when we don't have a very stable back foot. 3, 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 9. One more. To the ground and switch. Lean. Last 3. 2, and 1, and bring it down. You can rest, and we're gonna get into kettlebell swings. Next, I'm gonna use my medium and possibly also my light for our flows today. You might be interested in using your light kettlebell as well, because we're definitely gonna be doing more complex kind of flow, in the sense that it will turn on its head a lot of stuff that we usually do with flow. So it'll require a little more attention. That's all. So before we get into piecing together all of these movements, we're gonna do one last bit of priming work. Kettlebell swings, we're gonna superset them just with some body weight lunges, front, reverse, and side to side. Kettlebell swings, we're gonna do single-handed alternating for 20 reps. Have the feet hip-width apart, nice and straight. Have the kettlebell in front of you to start, so we can pull it back in. And if we're ready, we'll get started, starting with number 1. Last 5. And 1, and rest. So we're gonna go in a pattern, start working this in. We're gonna go forward and back. Then we're gonna go sideways and back, and then we're gonna go reverse and back. Now switch feet, forward and back, sideways and back, reverse and back. All right, can we repeat it again? So we do one side and then the other. A little bit different. One side, flip it. One side, flip it. Flip it. When's the reverse it gonna come? So let's go all together, starting with forward. We'll go around for a round of 4 rounds. 1, and 1, and 1, and 1, and 1, and 1. Got it? Second. And 3. And 3. Four. Last round. Rest. All right. How we doing? We're going to do one more round each of the swings and flow. Just checking my recording. The reason that I'm recording and then streaming later is that the lagginess has really been getting to me, and so this is looking for some solutions how we can make a stream better, because lagging is not better. We don't like that. Set up for those swings, narrow feet, another 20 reps, and then we'll do that lunge complex, and then we'll get into our first flip it flow. Here we go. And 20. That's 10. Last 10. Last 3, and 2, And 1. Kettlebell down. 4 rounds. Here we go. And 2. Last round. And resting. Okay. So, what did all of that mean? We're going to be doing a kettlebell swing lunge complex here. So, this lunge pattern, and we've done this before, it's been a while, but we're going to use that stepping pattern as we use our kettlebell swing. So we're going to step forward, have my whatever side you're going with first, put your kettlebell on that side. So if I'm going to step forward here, I'm going to step with that kettlebell, switch into my lateral, switch into my reverse, then I'm switching my feet and my kettlebell. So every time I take a new step, I switch my foot. So watch along, just watch here, right? And lateral, reverse, switch, forward, switch, lateral, reverse, forward, lateral, reverse, switch feet. All right, so if you're able to get into the flow here, it's gonna feel easy once you feel that rhythm, all right? I suggest taking that step, getting the rhythm with your kettlebell as you come back, because when you step back, you're gonna swing, switch into your next step. Also, hopefully that stepping pattern felt pretty good. Choose a really light bell so you don't accidentally hit yourself, strain yourself with your bell. Okay, I'm having water, and what we're gonna do is work it for our time like we usually do. So we're gonna go 4 time. Let's get ready, starting with forward, forward, and side, reverse. Switch the feet. Side and reverse. We're gonna go last 25 seconds. And 9, 8, 7, 6. Go ahead, rest. I'm gonna take 45, rest it out. We're only gonna do one more because we have something else to learn. So if you would like to work this pattern, feel free, rewind, do this one a couple more times until you feel flowy in this guy. About 20 more seconds. All right. So, same flow, lunge pattern, forward, side, back, forward, side, back. Flip it, left to right, right to left, whatever your direction is. But forward, lateral, back, flip it. Forward, lateral, back, flip it. All right? Don't overthink it. Forward and there we go, back on track. Got 10 seconds. Go ahead, rest. Rest. I am drenched and dripping, but we're taking it down low for the second part of this class. Look at me, I'm already worn out. So, that arm bar, remember her? We're gonna work that into some flow work. So my arm bar is gonna roll over to the side onto my elbow. I'm then gonna sit up into a straddle, bring it back down to my shoulder so I can shin box to the side. From my shin box, hip press up into kneeling, and here's where we're gonna use that kneeling to get up, lean forward, and stand tall. Now here's the switch. We're gonna flip sides and reverse it back down. Flip the sides, step back the leg, so kettlebell side, that leg stays up, unloaded side comes down. You're gonna pivot that back foot, just kind of windshield wiper it, and then bring this knee over to that foot. So you're back in that kneeling position, down into your shin box, out into your straddle, and here's where we're gonna do our roll down, tuck, and roll. Wasn't that beautiful? Now we're gonna reverse it back up on the same side, press that kettlebell up. We're gonna arm bar over to the side. All right, get this guy up, bring it up, shin box, hip press up, straighten out into a half kneeling position. Sorry, I'm getting almost off camera into standing. Oops, I kept it up overhead, I'm sorry. You don't have to have it overhead for your standing. Flip it, and we're gonna reverse it. Step back the opposite leg of the kettlebell side. Kettlebell on the forward leg. Windshield wiping your back. I need more space for this. Maybe I'll bring my camera down. Shift it over to the side. Bring the knee back. Hip press down from your shin box. Straddle. Tuck. And roll. Oh my gosh. All right, go ahead and rest. I am dripping. Okay, so depending on how that went for you, we're gonna do another round of that guy and see how that second round goes. I am so sweaty. Let's see if we get a little more floor space action on there. You can see what's going on a little bit better, perhaps. Okay, let's get into our arm bar position. All right, arm bar it over, up into our seated position. You can bring it down, shin box, hip press, half kneeling to standing. Flip your kettlebell to the other side. Step back with the other leg. Windshield wiper the foot. Bring the knee back. Come down from your hip press. Unwind from your shin box into straddle and reverse to the ground. Press it back up. Roll to the side. Arm bar, shin box. Bring that puppy down to the shoulder. Hip press up into half kneeling. Standing. Switch sides. Now I'm facing the wall. And reverse back to the ground. Windshield wiper the leg. Bring the knee over. Hip press reverse. Unwind shin box. And roll your straddle down to the floor and rest. Okay, we'll do this, flip it and reverse it for one more round, but I hope you're having fun. I just wanted to play around for Friday, and since we're trying something new with the recording and all of that, why not? Catch your breath, and we will do one last set of rolling around on the ground. Whew. Good. Recording's going well. This is excellent. It's going to be a little weird watching this in the future. Who's ready to start with that arm bar? All right, arm bar over to the side. Bring it up, shin box. Kettlebell comes down. Hip press. Half kneeling to standing. Reverse your kettlebell. And reverse to the ground. Windshield wiper to the side. Bring that knee around. Shin box down to the floor. Unwind to straddle, tuck and roll. And press it up. Let's go. Arm bar. Bring it down. Shin box. Hip press. Half kneel. And stand. Flip it. And we're reversing it. Back to the ground. Windshield wiper. And knee. Sit it down to the ground. Straddle it out. And roll. Oh, amazing. Put your kettlebell down. Find a comfy place if you weren't already in one. And let's take a big stretch from our tippy toes to our fingertips. And relax the spine. Bring the arms around, knees into the chest. And let's wrap it up into a big hug. Release one of those legs down to the ground, hooking underneath the knee. And let's roll it over for a twist. I'm going to keep the hype music for the cool down. It's Friday. Bring that knee up to the shoulder before you roll it over. Both knees in. Give it a nice hug. And switch. Knee up to the shoulder. And back. Both knees in. You can grab onto the ankles. Pick that happy baby side to side. Kick out those legs, if you please, or both. Oops, but don't hit the barbell. Knees into the chest. Let's rock up into seated position. Shoot those legs out long. Inhale, stretch tall. And exhale, forward fold to those legs. Oh, I'm feeling so nice and juicy and flexible after getting so warm. Doing those weird kettlebell movements. Let's roll it back up to seated, and you can give yourself a pat on the back for getting through another Kettlebell Flow class. Thank you for bearing with me. The technology has been difficult the last week, but I think that's good because it's pushing me to try something new, and we'll see how this live recording goes, because I think that will be great. And if you're still watching, stay tuned for further announcements. I'm going to be switching platforms by the end of the month, and I'm also going to be decreasing the monthly fee for classes when I do that. But we're going to have a new platform, new website, new member space, and hopefully it seems like it'll be even better than what I've got going on now. So stay tuned. Don't worry, we'll all be in the loop together. And thank you for having me here. Have a lovely weekend, and I will see you on the flip side.